And welcome back once again to Super Metroid Ice Metal. And we have a very interesting haze. That is, no, there we go. Something. And this gets us. Oh. So this was just a little thing for no reason, so whatever. But there's a super missile hiding back here, which I could dearly use, because I'm very low on super missiles. But this is a most interesting haze color. It's very, very odd. Behind the map. Down the thing. And right into bugs. Nice. It'd be really bad if that ended up killing somebody. Just... I guess it wouldn't really be that bad. It'd be kind of hilarious, actually, but that's beside the point. And now we have blue haze. And we're in deep ice. How wonderful. If I remember right, this part of deep ice is actually kind of... it's connected to the rest of it, but you can only get to it from this path, I think. Which I could be very wrong about that, but... And we have another reserve tank right in the middle of nowhere. Reserve tanks are kind of like, they're nice because they're extra energy tanks, but they're also kind of silly and pointless because they are energy tanks. That's what they are. So why go through this whole different reserve thing and make this whole thing when you could have just changed the icons on the HUD and had 18 full energy tanks instead. And this is this room. But yeah, so reserve tanks are, I mean, they're kind of cool, but the idea behind them is a little bit ridiculous because really they're just reserve tanks that we didn't need to do a whole bunch of extra coding for. So we've got to be down here, I guess. This pumpkin's getting annoying. Well, eventually you think I'd find a new beam, but I actually kind of like the beams hidden this way, because for the most part, beams are never required. I mean, you might need maybe wave to get through something, or plasma to get through a particular enemy that's blocking your path, but otherwise, the beams are completely unneeded. And so I think they should be hidden kind of out of the way in not very obvious places. That way, you do actually have to look for them, and when you find them, it is an actual reward. You don't just get them for beating the boss and making everything else easier. You just gotta find them to make everything else easier. And when you find them on your next playthrough, if you play through it again, you'll know where it's at, and you'll be able to get to it easier. What is this? Oh, that's not a wall. I was thinking that was a wall. And there's stuff up there. Oh, wait, no. That is most weird. Oh, here's a door. This room was kind of ridiculous. There's upper path and a lower path underwater, but neither path really goes anywhere. It goes to the same place, and there's not any difference in which one you choose. Oh, here's something. Space jump. Yay. Something we cannot use underwater at the moment. But it'll be good to have. Especially since there's... This whole hack is not underwater, as you've obviously been able to tell, so... Oh yes, that missile. If I remember correctly, that missile is... You have to do some ridiculous stuff to grab that missile, I believe, so... I probably will not be grabbing it because that missile's... I don't think I ever grabbed it, and it was a complete catastrophe. I don't quite remember all that was involved with it. I believe there was... Obviously, you need speed booster. You needed to do something or other with the grapple blocks. And all that fun stuff. Okay, so... Where in the world am I going? That did not open the door. Very interesting. Okay, so... right now I really have no clue where I'm going. So, although I am very sure I do want to be exploring deep ice right now, though. Because this is one of the other main areas of the game that I have not explored at all, so... And I've already got space jump out of it, so... Oh, it doesn't appear to be much up here. Just... Ice is actually... seems to be very, very hard tile set to make. I believe it's just about the hardest one anybody's tried because nobody's really ever got this, like, really good stuff. This is good, but it's also more something you would see, I would say, in the original Super Metroid, which isn't bad because the game looked just fine, but it also doesn't really blow you away, so nice. And if you notice, there's a frozen missile on the ground down there. It helps if you actually lay the power on. And there you go. Another missile. Never a bad thing. So we'll just continue onward and get attacked by little bugs. Yes, you can kind of space jump right on the edge of the water, but I don't think there's really ever been a hack where that's been needed or anything, so... But it's possible. Okay. Couple paths. Which one do I want? Oh, I guess the blocks will come back. I guess I'll go down this one. And... oh, good grief, where am I going? I guess either one would have worked. And what do we have back here is a... things like that are why the first time I played this hack, I didn't really find that many items. I think, if I remember right, I was in the 60% again, because that should be an item and it isn't. Or at least I think it should be an item. Right there. That thing is actually... We'll get into that later after I have Speed Booster. But you'll want to revisit this room again when you have Speed Booster just for that. And I'll explain the little trick involved with all that. Oh, hey. I am not in deep ice anymore. And I can go back in here and grab the... whatchamacallit, the door at the end. Now this purple tile set I really like. And with the plants and the glowing plants in the background. No, they're super nice, so that's good. But yeah, the plants in the background with the lights on them that's supposed to look like they're glowing. The effect would have been much better if they actually had actual glows on it, same with the little crystals and the rocks there, but this was a little bit before DSO did that, so... And that pumpkin really does not like that slope there. Actually, I don't think they like slopes at all, so... They like solid blocks, I think. Other than that, they don't really listen to anything else. Like those googly eyes will follow slopes. Apparently the pumpkins won't. So I guess we'll just continue exploring deep ice around here, and hopefully we'll see you for the next video when we do that. And that door doesn't have a